Data exploratory and generalization is studying on statistic applications for collected data. In this assignment, data of alumni were collected to investigate the employability status of the alumni based on gender, race, hometown, admission qualification, CGPA, and family income. The number of population of SQS alumni are 2,263. And the number of samples in this investigation are 340. These data were displayed statistically with various objectives of the study. The first objective of the study was to describe the demographics of respondents based on the gender, race, hometown, admission qualification, CGPA, and family income. To describe our first objective, we use hints such as graphical frequency, minimum, maximum value, measures of central tendency, and the rest. Next, the objective of the study is to analyze and compare CGPA between the 8 variables. The variables are gender, entrance qualification, program, ethnic, total semester status, working status, the working sector, and type level of work. The statistical results were displayed using Excel apps. Besides that, the objective of this study is to analyze and compare salary between the 5 variables, which are gender, program, ethnic, working sector, and type level of work. The result of the study was displayed using Excel apps. The next objective is to identify and interpret the relationship between CGPA and the 7 variables, which is SPM Max, SPM at Max, SPM English, MUAT, total semester, working experience, and salary. And the last objective of this study is to identify and interpret the relationship between salary with the other 2 variables. The variables are total semester and working semester. Thus, from the SQS alumni data, which included 16 different aspects, various objectives were investigated to compare and find its relationship with other variables. Methodology is a method of study which is used to refer one way to obtain study data or analysis of a material. We use secondary source data which is to obtain from existing trusted resources either in raw form or compiled form. To obtain our findings in this study, the methodology used is the first, method of data collection. Studies begin with information gathering. The data were taken using the formula of sample data. And the second is data analysis method. Data obtained and interpreted by researchers in the form of graph and tables. Then, the data and information obtained in the table are processed using Microsoft Excel programs. The third is reference method. Researchers also use the internet to obtain additional information related to accurate information and data. This is the graph gender SQS student in UAM. As we can see, the female contains 226, while male contains 114. That means female is more than male. For the graph ethnic of SQS UAM student, the highest is Chinese 31% and the lowest is 19%, which is Indian. For the graph states of SQS UAM students, the highest is 46, which is Kelantan, and the lowest is 7, which is Perlis. For the entrance qualification, as we can see from the graph, the highest is STPM students, which is 216, and the lowest is others, 20. For the graph CGPA, the lowest is 11 people, which score 2.43 until 2.83, and the highest is 2.84 until 3.24, which is 91 people.
For the graph salaries, the highest salary SQS students in UAM is from 3,601 until 6,600 ringgit Malaysia. The lowest frequency is from 401 until 601 ringgit Malaysia. For the graph CGPA versus gender, the female is the highest from the male student. This is because of 61% in 3.25 until 3.65 is the highest CGPA in female, while the male is the highest is 37 people in 2.84 until 3.24. The lowest female is 10% in 2.43 until 2.83, while the male is the lowest 2.43 and until 2.83. For the graph CGPA versus interest qualification, for the pointer from 2.02 until 2.42, the highest student is 44 is from STPM students, while for the 2.43 until 2.83 CGPA, the highest student is from matriculasi. For the 2.84 until 3.24 student, the highest student is from diploma. 3.25 until 3.65, the highest student is from STPM, and the last 3.66 above from STPM also. The lowest 2.02 until 2.42 is 9% from the others from other than from diploma, matriculation, STPM and STAM. For the lowest from 2.84 until 3.24 is 4% from the matriculation. From 3.25 until 3.65 also from matriculation. The lowest CGPA 3.66 to above is 5% from matriculation also. For the graph CGPA versus program, from the 2.02 until 3.66 and above, there are the highest students score is from decision science. Why? For program math and program statistics is depends on the pointers. For the graph CGPA versus ethnic, we also know CGPA 2.02 until 2.42 is from others ethnic, maybe Kadazan or others. For 2.43 until 2.83, the highest student is Malay ethnic. 2.84 until 3.24 is other ethnic. 3.25 until 3.65 is Indian ethnic. From the 3.66 and above, Chinese student the highest got that score. The smallest 2.02 until 2.42, the Chinese student, while the smallest for 3.66 is 15 student is the Indian. We know from the graph, Malay student cannot score from the 3.25 until 3.66 and above. For the graph CGPA versus total semester status, the CGPA from 2.84 until 3.24 is the graduate on time. The highest people is 100%. Why? The smallest graduate on time is 2.02 until 2.42. For the student SQS is at stand, only 7% at stand from the from the CGPA 2.02 until 2.42. For the extend student, we know from the graph 3.66 CGPA extends to 70% extend. For the graph CGPA versus working sector, we know public student work at public company is from 2.84 until 3.24. That's the highest frequency students. While the lowest is 5% in 3.25 until 3.65 in public also. For the rest, people is work as own and private company.
To analyze and compare CGPA between type or level of work, we use bar chart to display it. So from the graph, we can see that the student who get CGPA 2.2 until 2.42 work as executive and director. The student who get 2.43 until 2.83 also they work as executive and director. Then the student who get CGPA 2.84 until 3.24 work as executive, director, miscellaneous and teacher. The student who get CGPA 3.25 until 3.65 work as director, executive, lecturer and teacher. While the student who get CGPA 3.66 and above work as director, executive, lecturer and teacher. So that from this investigation, we can say that the most of alumni students work as executive compared to other type of work lah. So to analyze and compare CGPA between working status, we use bar chart to display it. So from the graph, we can see that the student who get CGPA 2.84 until 3.24 have high working status, which is 140 compared to others. So to analyze and compare salary between gender, we use bar chart to display that. From the graph, we can see that most of female get salary around 3,601 until 6,600, while most of male get salary around 6,601 until 9,600. So from the graph, we can say that female have high salary compared to male. So to compare salary between programs, we use bar chart to compare it. From the graph, we can see that the student who took decision science program have high salary compared to student who took other program. To compare between salary and ethnic, we use bar chart as well. From the graph, we can see that only one Malay SQS alumni gets salary from 401 until 601. We can also see that number of Malay SQS alumni are higher at the rate pay from 601 until 3,600. At the rate pay from 3,601 until 6,600, other ethnic have the highest frequency. At the rate pay from 6,601 until 9,600, Chinese have the highest frequency. And at the rate pay from 9,601 until 12,600, Chinese have the highest frequency. From the graph, we can say that Chinese have the highest frequency compared to other ethnic. To compare between salary and working sector, we use bar chart to display it. From the graph, we can see that private sector have the highest frequency and the own sector have the lowest frequency. So we can say that most of SQS alumni work at the private sector.
Salary and type of work as miscellaneous and director, and company make more money than other, but depend on the company. The highest salary is at 3,301 to 9,300 who work as miscellaneous and director in company. The lowest salary is at 401 to 301 who work as teacher. CGPA and SPA met this scatter plot between two variables show linear correlation and with outlier. Besides that, this scatter plot has negative trend since it has negative slope. We can see CGPA and SPA met has strong correlation with each other. CGPA and ATMAT, this scatter plot between two variables show linear correlation and with outlier. Scatter plot has negative since it has negative slope. We can see CGPA and ATMAT has strong correlation with each other. CGPA and English, this scatter plot between two variables show linear correlation and with outlier trend. Besides that, this scatter plot has negative trend since it has negative slope. We can conclude that CGPA and English has strong correlation with each other. CGPA and MUE, these two variables show linear correlation and no outlier. This scatter plot show negative, positive trend and positive slope. These two variables show weak correlation between CGPA and MUE. CGPA and total semester, the correlation is linear and there's no outliers. This plot show quite strong correlation between CGPA and total semester. The trend for this is negative trend. In short, the longer the semester, the lower CGPA you will achieve.
To compare between CGPA and working sector, we use scatter plot to identify. From the sample data of 340, we get to know the highest who has working experience of 6 years and their CGPA interval between 2.84 till 3.24, and the smallest person is one person in the working experience, that is first year, second year, 7th year and 9th year of working experience. To compare between CGPA and salary, we conclude all the data following and plot into the bar below. Based on data, the highest has 2, that means 2.02 till 2.42 of interval of CGPA has a salary of ringgit Malaysia 601 till 3,600, and the following second one is 3.25 till 3.65 interval of CGPA has ringgit Malaysia of RM 6,601 till 9,600. The smallest quantity student is only 1%. It's ringgit Malaysia of 401 till 601. Meanwhile, of interval of CGPA is 2.02 till 2.42. To compare between salary and total semester, we use histogram to plot all the following data. Based on graph and table above, total semester is 99% who got finished study in 6 semester and got RM 3,601 till 6,600. Only 1% who extend until 9th semester and get salary job following to ringgit Malaysia of 401 till ringgit Malaysia of 601. To compare between salary and working experience, we still use the same thing, that is histogram, to plot all the data following. Based on data given, 30 students who has 6 years of experience and their salary is ringgit Malaysia of 3,601 till ringgit Malaysia of 6,600. The smallest experienced work also get a great salary, even no experience, but they have a great experience in the university. Conclusion. First objective: Female students are more than male students. Ethnic of Chinese have more than Malay, Indian and others. The highest student state in SQS is Kelantan, while the smallest is Perlis. But STPM hold the highest student among them. CGPA data, the lowest is 2.43 till 2.83, while the highest is 2.84 till 3.24 CGPA. The highest salary earned by SQS alumni student is RM 3601 till RM 6600, and the least earning is RM 401 till RM 601. Second objective. SQS alumni have female more than male and has the most entrance qualification of STPM. Chinese score better CGPA than the other ethnic. Meanwhile, who extent don't score good in the exam, while students who graduate on time much better than extent. SQS alumni students work more in public sector than other three sector, while the least is own working sector, and most students higher executive level of work than director type of work. Students with job status qualification about 340 people. Third objective. Female has high salary than male. Particular to the program, decision science has the most demanded program from maths and statistics. Ethnic of others earn 3,601 till 6,600, higher than other ethnic. Alumni of SQS who work at private company will get more salary than others. Fourth objectives. Majority SQS alumni who got 2A or 1A in their SPM Maths, SPM Ed Maths and SPM English got high CGPA in their degree. Those who got band 3 in the MUED got a good pointer in their degree. 6 semesters get a good pointer from those who take 7 semesters. The highest CGPA has a long working experience but does not affect the SQS alumni as salaries. Fifth objective. Those who take 6 semesters as their total semester number have high salary compared to those who extend their semesters. Working experience does not affect SQS alumni salary, as those with no working experience also have a high salary.